Hi guys. Um, good evening, all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone, guys, can you please confirm? Is I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Right, right, guys. Just give me a second. Right, guys. Uh, so guys, like almost all we done with some basic the introduction classes. So actually, our complete training is on generative AI, developing some kind of an various the large language models. Mainly, we are going to concentrate on the large language models. In short, we call it as the LLMs. So where it requires some knowledge of data science, machine learning, and deep learning is required. But even if you don't have the idea, so no worries about that. It is good to know if you have the knowledge of data science, machine learning, AI. If you have the knowledge, it's easily we can understand like what is generative AI can do. Otherwise, initially we'll have a confusion. So why we are doing all these things? So I will do some implementations we'll do, guys, some kind of an data cleansing and all these things we do. But initially we'll get a little we'll have a little bit confusion, sir, why we are doing all these things. So that's why even if you don't have the idea, we can learn them, because I already said that we are going to use many of the pre-trained models. We are going to use many of the open source pre-trained models we are going to use, guys, to learn the concept. Why open sources means free. Some of them are free, guys, some of them. But when you go to real time, that means when you go to the enterprise levels, they may not use a pre-trained models, guys. That means they don't use open source pre-trained models, but they will use as some kind of an which is going to be paid pre-trained models they will be used as instead of using open sources. Okay, fine. Later we'll discuss about those things, guys. Later we'll confirm that. So almost all we covered 4 demo sessions we already covered, guys, right? I think many of you have attended the last 4 demo sessions. In the case if you missed the last classes, so don't worry. I have a just a uploaded some link to all the whatever the last 4 class videos. So I'll share the link here, guys. I'm sharing in the chat window. So you will also get the link from our backend team. So along with that, I am also sharing. So you may get some mail like this, guys. So you may get a which is a follow-up mail. It's going to be follow-up mail will come like this, guys. So which will give you all the complete details about the course content and all these things they'll give you. So go through them. And apart from that, there is a links are there. So 4 classes happen, guys. Today is our last demo class. Okay, it's a free demos. All these are completely free demos we are conducting. So today will be the last demo session, guys. So already like what is the course content I discussed about that, and many of your questions I have clarified, I have just answered many of your questions. So a lot of questions yesterday, day before yesterday also, a lot of questions has came. Almost all I answered all your questions, guys. Like some people have a knowledge, some people asking me like without learning data science, can I learn it? Or what is the implementation? How do you do it in real time? What is the scope of implementations? What kind of applications? Or do you require any programmatical skills? So many of them. So many of the questions has been answered here, guys. So hope all of you, I think most of you have got to know like how is our training program, what we are going to learn, what are the concepts which we are going to concentrate more. So all of the things we discussed in the last couple of classes, guys. And even coming to the practical implementation also, guys, I told you to so last class I've given some idea about the various setups we have to do. I'll tell you the complete setups later. But first, I told you to download and install Python from python.org. So download and install the Python from which is going to be go to python.org, guys. So I think the latest version we have is 3 point, which is going to be 13.5, I think so. So please download the Python from python.org, guys. Initially, hardly not even 1 week we work on this, guys. It's a completely basically for beginners. So go to python.org, guys. There we have it, downloads will be there. So Python 3.1, 3.5. So click. So just it does not takes even, it don't take even 2 seconds of time, guys, because the file is a very small file, just hardly which is less than 30 MB file it was there, guys, right? It is hardly less than 30 MB of file. So installation you can do, guys, just double click on that and just do the installation just by clicking on next option, guys. And even I said that later, later again, once again, I'll tell you. Once again, later, once again, I'll show you. So one more, it's not required immediately, guys. Go to anaconda.com and please install the Anaconda there, guys. And apart from that, VS Code also, I told you to download and install, guys. Code dot, which is going to be visualstudio.com, and download the VS Code, guys. Download the anaconda.com. From anaconda.com, download it, guys. VS Code, you have to install it. So these are the, which is going to be the three things that you require, guys. So just we can, first we'll start with first our initial classes, Python dot, which is going to be download, guys. So many of you, that means many of you are already aware about Python. So you guys having a, maybe some of you are already working on Python. Some people already learned Python, but 2 weeks of time, 10 days or 12, 10 or 12 days or something like approximately maximum 2 weeks. I am also going to teach you the Python, guys. Maybe you have learned, but from my side also, I'm going to teach you some concepts of Python. We are going to teach you guys that practicals. I'll start it from tomorrow's class. But today I'm going to give you some basic introduction to Python, guys. So just before going to the session, just before going to the Python introduction for today, so I just want to answer any few questions. So if anyone having any questions are there, so let me clarify those particular questions and then I can start with the Python application, guys. Okay. This today is also just an introduction to Python. From tomorrow, we'll start with the practicals. And already said that today will be the last demo, free demo session. So from tomorrow onwards, the link will changes, guys. So that you guys need to register for the course. So I think some of you already registered. Who has not yet registered, guys, by tomorrow evening, if you can complete your registration process, you will get the new link, which we generally call it as paid link. We call it as, we'll get the access to the paid link, guys. Okay, fine. Yes. Anyone, any questions, guys? If you have any questions, I just want to clarify them and then I'll start with the Python introduction, guys. Right. Anyone, guys? Yes. Yeah.
Today is my first
class. Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to.
Yes, Raju. I think we are getting some slight disturbance. Maybe it is getting some conflict with other gadgets or maybe something. Yes, Raju, can you go ahead? No, Raju, your voice is not clear. It's not audible. Yes, Raju. Okay. Yes. Okay. If anyone having any issues with your audio, guys, audio or video, please log in again. Just log off and log in again, guys. Yes, Jeevan, you have to try to unmute. Any question?
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, hi.
So my question is like I'm hearing nowadays like this agentic AI also. So can I know the difference between Gen AI and agentic AI?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the things are going to be, I'll tell you, but first you have to understand, right? If you want to understand the difference between a generative AI and agentic AI. So first of all, you should know what is generative AI, first of all. So first concentrate on this generative AI. So things are nothing but agentic AI, AA agents. These are nothing but what they will do is they will automate all your tasks. So whatever the task you want to do, generally whenever you are performing for repeated times, so we can do some kind of an automation kind of a thing, and based on that, that particular applications are going to works there. So first you concentrate on generative AI, then we can go ahead and we can learn what is generative AI and agentic AI. In the last classes, we are going to discuss about them.
Okay, so in these classes we are learning agentic AI also.
We'll learn it, but main concentration is on generative AI.
Okay.
We'll learn it, but main concentration is on the generative AI. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Right. Yes, Praveen.
Yeah, sir,
Yes.
actually, I have almost 11 years of experience in SQL DBA.
Okay.
So, how I can transfer to this means, can you guide me how I can transfer, or else just I can put I learned generative AI and go for future jobs? How I can plan?
I'll tell you, we'll discuss them because as a DBA also, you can create some kind of an LLM models which can perform your DBA tasks.
Okay.
Normally, we'll do a DBA task. So it is nothing but what you are going to do is just in a simple way, I'll tell you. Generally, every day you are performing some kind of an DBA task. We are going to do that, right?
Yes.
Like for example, you know how to do the backups. Generally, you will automate the things. Everything you are going to automate the things automatically
Yes.
at morning 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. or it is going to be scheduled automatically. But obviously, you have written some kind of a scripts and all these things. You have written it right internally.
Yes.
Yes,
Means
absolutely.
currently also it is all automations are in place.
It's an all automation, but already to make the automation, obviously you will create some jobs internally, right? You will
Yes.
write some kind of a scripts or something, you are going to write it. So
Yes.
whenever you want to know some status of your databases and all these things, you are performing some querying on the databases. So a kind of an LLM model we can create it where your users or clients, whatever it may be. So what they can do is directly they can ask, so tell me what is the current CPU usage of my SQL server. So what it will do is it will go back and it is going to retrieve that information and it is going to give you. So kind
Okay.
of a chatbot kind of an application, you are going to develop it, which will interact with your database. So you put it as a database administration only. Just to add up the skills, you try to say that you try to implement some kind of an LLM models, even not for implementation, at least some kind of an prototypes you want to create it. So just kind of a POCs you can do, and you can generate that kind of an application and try to verify whether your queries are able to be answered by your LLM models. You can create
Okay.
such kind of a models and say that from last 1 year we are working on it also. The
Okay.
same
And
database DB role only, but you say that you add some extra. This is going to be some kind of a generative AI applications we have done on top of your current project.
okay. And what about this what you call? Sorry.
What about?
I
Yeah,
want to, I can do it on premise without touching cloud. Okay, is it
yeah,
possible?
it's possible. You can do that without touching the cloud. You can work on that.
Okay, without touching internet and cloud.
Internet is going to be some is required because some models we are going to download and we have to work with them completely. At least we have to download them. So it's possible to work, but better if you have to work on the which is going to be some kind of an models we have to download them. If we want to directly run it on the cloud, we require some cloud. So obviously we require some internet connectivity is required because some packages we have to download and all these things we require it. So must and should some kind of an, but if everything is there, download in local system, you can run it on your local systems. But you have to download some models and all these things we have to download.
Okay, actual thing is my organization is like completely some government related thing, so they don't want to go into cloud or internet. So
Mm.
for them, how can I suggest some solution using AI?
Means that's going to be obviously see at least if you want to develop, otherwise you have to develop kind of an, so you don't require to download them, but some kind of an applications you can download not in your current whatever your environment. You have to create some separate environment and you have to download there and you have to run your applications there
Okay,
where users
understood.
can access from your current environment. So without
Okay.
having without having any downloads and in cloud is
No,
not
no, we
required,
can
but
download. Means we have a system to download, but
mm,
it can be like I can download installer
mm,
and place it download from
no,
one
no, no.
system and place into different system and
Okay, that
do
you
the
can
work.
do that then. That you can do that then.
Okay, great.
Okay, fine.
So now if I install these things, it will be base and nothing more installation is not required, or
It's
else we need
it's not
eventually lot
required,
of.
but if you want to access it globally, better to go for a cloud system. So
Okay,
if you download, if you just deploy it into a cloud, then it is going to be better. Anywhere you can access it. If you install in a local system, only from your local network only we can access it.
okay,
That's
okay.
it. That's only the usage will be different.
No, I just to understand the on-prem situation and
Um,
cloud
mm,
situation. That's
yes,
it.
yes, yeah.
We can do.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay. Yes. Any more questions, guys? Yes, Jyoti Mishra, any questions? You have unmuted yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, hi, sir. I
yeah,
have
hi.
one question.
Yes, yes.
So, is it like GPU is required or only like how much memory or CPU is required to
Some
implement this?
absolutely. If you want to train, if you want to work with very large language models, it's better to have a GPU. If you have a CPU, what will happen here is CPUs can run, but things are going to be after running after some time. What will happen here is they will either they will just hangs up or they will crashes. So that's the reason better to have a GPU systems. If you want to, sometimes very rare models, we have to require them, but that is also not a mandatory to buy a machine with GPU, but because we have an cloud. We have a Google Colab is there, which is going to provide you at least one basic GPU is given. So in the case, if that kind of a situation comes, better to use some kind of a Google Colabs and all these things, better to use them instead of buying a new laptop to buy. Because if you want to have a GPU, we have to buy a gaming laptops, which will be some little bit costlier. So up to that is not required, but it's an 16 GB, minimum 8 GB. Recommended is going to be 16 GB processor is going to be required. So i5, i6, i5 or i7 processor, or maybe the latest processor, which you are getting ultra processors, that is also sufficient with that. Does not matter. But minimum 16 GB is recommended. So at least minimum i5 configuration is required. Right?
Okay.
GPUs are not mandatory.
Yeah.
If you have that, well and good. But it is a little bit costlier. GPUs are a little bit more costlier than your normal
Yes.
CPUs. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, yes.
In market currently there are some core i7 core means
Mm.
not like
Mm.
not dual core. There is some instead of i7 I think they
Mm.
have Intel Core 7, Intel Core 9. So
Mm.
is it a related one? Actually, they are selling it as a promoting it as a AI featured or else AI enabled.
Maybe
That's
AI featured means, see, the thing is, AI featured means they will work according to that means AF. What is meaning of AI? AI means nothing but it's a kind of an the decisions which will be made automatically by itself only. So what will happen here is that means AI machines, AI powered this particular laptops or AI powered means nothing but they will monitor your work every day. What is the work you are doing? So AI machines are what the AI PCs, what they will do is they will understand your patterns every day, what you are doing them. So depending on that, most of the task and most of the applications can be done automatically with the help of that AI systems. So the computer is going to take some kind of a decision, or maybe the processors are going to be AI based processors. So that kind of a demand or that kind of an usage, depending on that, they will take their own decisions and they will clean up something. That means to make it to have a better performance, they will take their own decisions. They will be taken with that. Okay, so using that, we can't perform any AI application. Internally, the CPU usages is going to be depending on the UI. The AI application, it is going to be depending on that. Okay,
okay.
right. Okay, guys. So that's it, guys. Okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead, guys. So I'll just start with just the basics of Python. So for some people, it's maybe a little bit boring also for the first 2 weeks of time because I'll teach Python. But obviously, I will teach some new things, guys. So everyone, I know that what level of Python everyone will learn, everyone usage will be there. They will learn it. But from my side, it is going to be a little bit core concepts I'm going to learn about that. So today is a completely introduction only. So just we'll try to understand why Python became very popular nowadays, why everyone preferring to learn Python, guys. So let us try to just discuss about some few features, guys. So first, let us start with some introduction of Python. So why the Python is popular. So now everyone, it's not only software professionals, guys, even IT, non-IT professionals, everyone is preferring to learn Python. So even IT, non-ITs, everyone is preferring to learn. Why? Because is the Python main concentrates on the people or the community which developed the Python. So the main concentration is saying that not a specific group of people or not a specific domain, let us say domain experts or a specific domain experts or a specific group of people, they don't, that means they don't want to limit only to a specific usage only. So they said that the Python is a general purpose language. So general purpose language means we didn't design or we developed only for a specific purpose. So general purpose, anyone can use Python for any purpose. So like generally who uses this particular Python? Examples of Python users are going to be any developers, normal, we know that, right? Application developers or developers, what we call it as. So what kind of development? It can be either web application development, mobile application development, or even it can be gaming application developments. Almost all, anything can be developed, guys. Web applications, mobile applications, gaming applications, anything can be done with the help of the Python, guys. Not only that, even this kind of an networking people, so networking and which is the hacking experts. So networking and hacking experts also, so they uses the Python. because many of the recently we have seen we have heard about some news. Some of our Indian websites has been hacked by Pakistan. So they completely used the just basic Python programming they have used, and they developed some kind of an which is kind of an hacking application. They hacked many of the Indian websites. They tried, I think so. They didn't hack it, but they tried to hack many of the Indian websites. And apart from that, even some non-IT professionals like maths and which is going to be stats experts. So let us talk about a few points about this maths and stats experts, guys. See, these mathematicians and statisticians who are expertise in applying some mathematical theories and mathematical formulas and all these things, and statisticians who does a lot of analysis and all these things. So they almost all they don't prefer these mathematicians and statisticians are like a non-IT professionals. They don't want to prefer to use computers at all. They don't like to use computers at all. Even if you ask them to use the computers, maximum they will use as Excel. Beyond that, they don't prefer to learn any languages. They don't prefer to use any kind of a programming languages. But nowadays, these maths and stats people, they are learning Python. They are moving towards the Python. So Python, R languages, some of the languages they are using them because it is not like a programming language. It's like a C program, C++. We don't have any such kind of a syntaxes. I'll show you some examples of that. And obviously, these are going to be obviously the people who works on data science, the data science experts, AI, and which is going to be ML experts, deep learning experts, everyone, almost all everyone, generative AI, everything, the generative AI, agentic AI, or the AI agents, everything they are working with the help of which is going to be Python only, guys. So we are working with completely with the Python only. We don't use, at least in some data science classes, we'll teach a language called as a R. So R is one popular language, guys, but up to limited is only up to data science machine learning. But it once it want to come to generative AI, so R language does not have any support. Completely with the help of Python only we are going to do, guys. So what you can observe here is many different types of experts, maths and statisticians, networking and hacker expertise, development, generative AI, the data science and all this, the field of data science field. Almost all everyone is using they are utilizing the powerfulness of Python, guys. And why the Python is basically the many of the people are recommending, guys. So a language which is very simple to learn. Simple and which is easy to learn, guys. Simple and easy to learn. Language is also very simple and very easy to learn also, guys. Very easy to learn and very simple and easy to use also, guys. Learning is very easy, simple language, and it is going to be very easily you can utilize the Python, guys. I'll show you that how the syntax and all these things will be there. So general purpose language and a simple and easy to use, which is going to be easy to use and easy to learn. So one more point is, guys, it is obviously Python is an open source language. So it is an open source language, guys. So many people are having a different opinion about an open source, that thinks in a different way. Let me clarify, guys. 50% of people think that what do you mean to say open source means? They says that open source is nothing but which is free to use. Open source is nothing but which is free to use. Absolutely, the point is correct, but it is not 50% only. It is correct, guys. It is not 100% true. So what is an open source, guys? Open source is nothing but free to use. For example, let us talk about the app like which is going to be the WhatsApp app you take in, guys. For example, the WhatsApp app, you will know the guys app is there. So app is the WhatsApp app is in free to use, guys. It's a free software. So just download it and which is going to be free to use. But you can't make any modification to the WhatsApp application, guys. For example, the WhatsApp color is green color icon. The whatever the icon for WhatsApp is going to be green color. So you cannot modify that into a red color or a blue color. You cannot modify it. Or for example, you are facing some issue. You have some requirement, but the requirement is not getting satisfied by the WhatsApp. You can't modify that feature. Only that who has developed it, the Meta or some other company. Actually, it was developed by some company, but later acquired by the Facebook or the Meta, what they have been acquired it. So that is what we call it as free software, which you can use it, but we cannot modify that. So what is meaning of which is a open source? For example, if really WhatsApp is an open source, what they will do, you guys, what they will do is they will directly give you the whatever the code that has been written. The source code will be given to you guys. Directly, the source code is going to be available with you. Means whatever the code that has written by the WhatsApp, so application, they directly give you the code. What you can do now? You can modify the code, you can add up some extra code, you can delete some unnecessary code, and you can sell it as your own product also. Sell it. You can sell it to somebody if you want. That's why what we'll say is it is free to use, and even you not only usage is going to be free, you can also distribute it also, guys. That is what the main what is the main advantage of using open source languages or open source products. So open sources are nothing but you can use it at a free of cost. Not only that, you can make some modifications and sell it as your own product also, you can sell it. Generally, we call them as distributions. Generally, we call it as distributions, guys. For example, if you have an idea about that, so many of the people does not knows about that. So I think you guys maybe heard about Unix and Linux, guys. So what is going to be Unix and Linux? Many of the people has been heard about that. It is also one of the operating system, just like Windows. But generally, most of the people think that Unix and Linux are going to be same, but they are not same, guys. Actually, first initially Unix was developed. So I think all of you have an idea about that. Unix was developed by the Dennis Ritchie, who is the creator of C language. So he created that particular Unix operating system and he released this as an open source. That means he said that I am giving the source code to you. If anyone wants, we can make some modifications. So you can enhance some features and you can, which is going to be sell it as your own product. So at the same time, what happened here is there is a person called as a Linus Torvalds. So he has taken the source code, added some features to that particular Unix and made some modification to them. And he released it as, which is going to be Linux. That's why we call it as Linux is a distribution of Unix. This Linux is what we call it as a distribution of Unix. Again, this Linux is again open source. Again, this Linus Torvalds, again, he has also directly given the source code. Again, some people taken the source code of Linux and they created. I think you haven't heard about that. Ubuntu, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, REHL. Okay, which is Red Hat or RHEL. Sorry, not REHL, RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. We are having something like we are having a different, which is going to be we have a different type of Linux what we are going to be using there. So like that, Python is also one such kind of a open source language, guys. You can take the source code and if you want, as I said that no, you will have the source codes here, guys. So go to the downloads. Can you see this? Can you see the downloads? There we can see something called as an Windows download is there, Mac download is there, other platform downloads is there. Even we also have a source code also. So get the source code. What are the source releases are there? Get the source code, get them. And if you want, we can make any modifications and we can work on them. You can make some modification and you can utilize by yourself. Or you can sell it as your own product also. We can do that. They are nothing but what we call it as the distributions. We have such kind of a Python distributions, which I'll tell you later, guys. So it's a general purpose language, a language which is very easy to learn, simple to use. Very easily you can simple and easy to learn and simple and easy to use, guys. And it is an open source language. So source code is available to us. If anyone wants, they can make some modifications and they can release as their own product also, they can release it, guys. Okay. So coming to the next and one more important feature, we are not going to details here, guys. So there are some features are there if you go online and verify. So says that it is an interpreted based language. What is an interpreted based language? Again, I have to explain what is compiler based language. So and then we have to explain them. So we are not here to become any Python experts now, guys. Here Python is not an important for us. Why you are utilizing the Python? Because is many of these open source libraries will work with help of Python. Many of the libraries, guys, many of the libraries are going to be gets works with, which is going to be Python, they will work. That's the reason, easy to learn, we are using the Python as an interface here, guys. Just a minute. Yes, please be online, guys. Just a minute. Right. Fine. So coming to one of the simple feature of Python is nothing but guys. So generally we have one of the biggest headache in many of the programming languages. That is, whenever you want to use a variable, first we have to declare a variable. Without declaring, we cannot use it. What is meaning of declaration, guys? We have to specify what type of value it was. You have to specify, guys, what type of value it is, whether it is an integer, whether it is a float, whether it is a string. Okay. So without declaring them, we can't use it. But in Python, this particular this particular complexity is not there. That's why this feature is nothing but what we call it as, it's a dynamically typed language, guys. It's what we simply call it as a dynamically typed language. Meaning that is, Python chooses the data type according to the value you give. So what is Python is saying is, you give me the value, according to that, I will declare them. I will declare the variable as an integer or a float or a string, whatever I require. So that's why this feature is nothing but what we call it as a dynamically typed language, means which is no declaration of variables. No declaration of variables, guys. So directly you can give, which is nothing but I equal to 10. No need to specify that it is an integer or a float. Immediately you said I equal to 20.45. Immediately you said I equal to, for example, apple. Immediately you said I equal to, for example, true. So in all the cases, it will work. First case, it will treat it as an integer. Python decides the data type. I'm not saying that Python does not support the data type, guys. I'm not saying that Python does not support the data type. Python supports data types, but declaration is done dynamically by itself only. So it is nothing but first case, the Python treats I as an integer. Second case, Python treats it as a float. We'll see it practically, guys. And third case, I is going to be treated as a string. And fourth case, I is going to be treated as a boolean or a bool. We have a data types, guys, but Python decides it. You need not to worry about those particular data types. So that is one of the best feature in Python. The main problem is no declaration, guys. Dynamically, whatever you require, just use it directly. No declaration, all these things not required. Okay. Next, one of the main feature, guys. Why Python is many people prefers to work with the Python is nothing but most of the Python, actually in the Python, generally what is our assumption here is Python people, Python experts are very good at programming. In reality, if you talk about them, all Python people are not that much, they don't have that much programmatical skills. They don't have that much logical skills, but they are very smart. Why? Because Python is suggesting the same thing, guys. What is the Python community saying is, if you want to perform any operation in Python, you don't require to write any logic for that, or you need not to write any functional code for that. This is the way that it has to function. No need of writing such kind of a code. Why? Why? Because Python comes with a very huge built-in library. It's that library nothing but what we call it as modules. So Python contains a lot of which is modules, guys. These modules will help you to achieve the required task in a very simple and a easy methods. Means predefined. So do you want to do this? So this is a whatever the function is there, call it. It is going to directly perform the required operations. We know that, right? In some languages we use predefined functions. We are going to generally say that. Similarly, here also there is going to be, we don't say predefined, but we are going to say that Python, which is going to be built in, we are having something called as an built-in packages or built-in modules are going to be available, guys. Built-in modules, and which is going to be the built-in packages. Already I given some introduction about that. Many of them, guys, for every functionality, there is a library will be there. Go and look at the Python code, guys. Just an example, I'm saying that, just don't worry. I'm just going to show you some small documentations, guys. Don't worry. Which is going to be, I say, I'm going to say that which is going to be, I say which is going to be data loaders in LangChain. Don't worry. What is that? Don't worry. So let me open, which is going to be something called as a document loader. See, very frequently I'm opening this. Observe carefully, guys. If observe carefully, there is going to be some document loader is going to be there. How to do that, guys? To perform that, not only this, guys, anywhere if you want, we can verify that everything is going to be nothing but it is Python code. Everything is going to be nothing but it is going to be Python code what we are going to work with them, guys. So see there are going to be different types of which is going to be chat models are there. OpenAI, Anthropic, Azure, Google Gemini, Google Vertex, AWS. Okay, so we have NVIDIA. We are having something like IBM Watson, Databricks is there. Okay, so all these are going to be nothing but some kind of a chat models, guys. There are different type of retrievers. So tools and toolkits are there. Anywhere you go, the basic thing is going to be, okay, let me go for document loader. Say there, this is going to be nothing but the name of the library. It is nothing but langchain underscore community inside the document loaders. So there we are having a function called as an CSV loader. Directly they will call the CSV loader function. So no need to write any kind of a code, no need of writing any kind of a logic. Just 1 or 2 lines of code will be there, guys. Just we have to download the library. So if you want to work with that, I require 2 libraries. Langchain-community and PyPDF are 2 libraries. See there from langchain underscore community dot document loaders import PyPDF loader is there. So just they have to call the function. See, nowhere we are going to write the code, guys. Coding means we don't write any functional code. So this is the way you have to do the lengthy code. We don't write it, guys. Everything is going to be something like this is going to be a PDF loader. So this is how the PDF loader will work. So give some input and get some required output, whatever you require. So some kind of a vector store. See there import which is going to be get pass, import which is going to be OS. So here we are using that kind of a library. Langchain underscore core dot vector stores. Import in memory vector store. Something. So everything is going to be done with the help of the Python libraries only, guys. We have to just download the libraries and we have to work on that. So we don't want to work with them. Python itself is open source. Python itself is open source. Obviously, every library of Python is going to be open source only. All these are open source libraries. Okay, so all the libraries, whatever we are using is going to be open sources only. Everything, for example, if you see, which is going to be, I said TensorFlow. See there, .org. You know the difference, right? .org, .com, .org, which is going to be open source organization. Basically, organizations, schools and all these things, they will use as, guys, open source communities. They use as the .org, .com, Microsoft.com, Google.com, Oracle.com. So there are commercial companies, there are commercial websites. These are going to be nothing but some kind of an, what we can see, some non-profitable. They don't want to earn some money. They want to contribute something to the society, just like NGOs. So all these are going to be, guys. So tensorflow.org, everything you can just download and we can work with them. So download, we can work with them. So everything is open source. Python, first of all, Python libraries itself is going to be open sources, guys. Okay, fine.
So TensorFlow means is it Python libraries?
It's a Python libraries. TensorFlow, PyTorch, these are all, it's available for, basically we are going to be available for, which is going to be the Python. So it is going to be PyTorch is going to be there. So what is a PyTorch module is going to be there. So it is going to be nothing but whenever you want to implement any kind of an, some kind of an, what we can see, neural networks and all these things. So then we are going to use this, which is going to be PyTorch. So if you want to work with the PyTorch for this one, just we have to do something, just we have to import this particular library and directly we can work with this particular applications. All of them are going to be Python libraries. Okay, fine. Okay, so that's it, guys. That is going to be how we have to work with them. So this is going to be some libraries and all these things, what we have to work with this. Okay, fine. So that is the main advantage here, guys. So Python comes with many of the, which is going to be the built-in modules are there, and many of them are going to be open source modules, which we are going to work with them. So we don't use all the modules, guys, because as I said that some of the modules which the data science people uses, those libraries are different. What we are going to be users, guys, some libraries like NumPy, previously we have seen there, guys. NumPy is going to be one library. Pandas, we are going to use a little bit about that. Matplotlib is the libraries, guys. Okay, mainly we are going to work with here is going to be NLTK. We are going to be using something called as a GenSim. So these are going to be some of the libraries which we are going to use mostly in our, what we can say, in our generative AI applications, we are going to use them, guys. So Python community says that whenever you want to implement any functionality, you don't require to import any kind of a things. Okay, So directly we can just work with, directly just import the libraries and just what we are going to be gets working with that. So all these capabilities, all these libraries capable of performing all the functions, or each library, no. All of them cannot do it, right? So for example, pandas is there, data analysis, data importing, all these things pandas will do. Matplotlib, data visualization, NLTK, some kind of an NLP related applications, Gensim, like some kind of a word embeddings and all these things can be done with the help of Gensim. So each library will have its own implementation. All libraries cannot perform all of them. Each library can perform different operations. Okay. So that's why depending on your requirement, we have to use. For example, I want to work with LangChain. So we have a LangChain community, we have a LangChain, we have a LangChain underscore core. We have a different libraries will be there. According to that frameworks, we have to work with them. Okay. So that is the main advantage, guys. So Python says that anything you want to implement in, don't write any functional code. Everything you can access with the help of our whatever the predefined the packages are there. Use that particular predefined packages and you can utilize all the functionalities and all these things. We can utilize it. So that is what this particular Python packages are going to be saying, guys. Okay. And please install the, as I already said that, please install the Python from the python.org, guys. So in the next class, I'll start with some implementation with the Python, with the basic implementation only, guys. I'm not going to write any particular code. So once again, I'll tell you, once again, I'm telling guys, once again, I'm showing you. So go to python.org. Okay, go to python.org, guys. And there we are having something called as a downloads. So whenever you want to download for maximum Windows, guys, you can go for Windows. If you are using any Mac, so you can go to the Mac and try to install them, guys. So whichever the operating system you are using, guys, go there and just go for the Windows and you can download the whatever the latest versions are there. So please download them, guys, and install it. Everything is very easy, guys. Next procedure. Anyone can install the software. So please install them and just complete your installation, guys. So how to work with them? So I'll start it in the tomorrow's class, guys. So once the Python was installed in your system, so go there and I'll show you in the next class. Once again, I'll show you guys. So there in the Python installation, there is going to be something called as an idle will be there, guys. So many of the people who learn Python, they may be aware about that. So there is something called as an idle. So open that particular idle and we'll start working with them. So just directly we can work with the command prompt. No requirement of writing a .py file. No need to do all these things, guys. Simple. It is going to be straightforward. We can just write down whatever the commands you want to write the commands, guys. Okay. So I'll start from the tomorrow's class, guys. So with this session, guys, we completed all the demos. I think I have already shared the links to the previous demo classes, guys. If anyone missed, some of you are saying that we have joined today. So I already shared the link for that the previous classes, guys. Once again, I'll share it one more time. If anyone has missed it, one more time, I'm sharing them, guys. So just if you click on the link, just save the link, guys. So just click on the link. It will just navigate directly to the URL. I shared it in the chat window. Just share the link, guys. Whenever if you want to have a time, you can go back and you can learn those. You can go through the videos. But nothing important is there, guys. If you just want to know some introduction, just go for the introduction part. So I'll share you. I shared all that particular links also, guys. So that's it. Go through them and just install the Python. So I don't require to share any link for that. Go to www.python.org, download the Python and just please install the software, guys. Okay, fine. Yes, we also have the access. As I already said, that day-to-day recording videos will be given, guys. So through the Google Drive, we are also going to give you the day-to-day recording videos will be given to you, guys. Okay. So every day, whatever the live sessions are there, it is going to be day-to-day recording live sessions video. The live recording is going to be taking place, guys, and all these recordings will be given to you, guys. But those will come through the Google Drive, guys. So not uploaded into the YouTube. You will get the access to the Google Drive in a couple of days. You will get the access. So through the Google Drive, we can access all the, which is going to be daily. Our sessions can be accessible. In the case, anytime if you miss the session, you can review go to the Google Drive. There the live videos will be uploaded every day. So you can go through the videos and you can go through them and you can learn the things, guys. Okay. Fine, guys.
Sir,
Okay.
one question, sir.
Yes, 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 yes.
You told 16 GB should be there. My system is 8 GB and 64-bit. Is it fine?
Fine, 8 GB is fine. Basic model is 8 GB, but sometimes if you try to run a little bit large models, sometimes it may crashes.
Ah.
In that case, if it is any crashing is
Okay.
taking place, you can work with the Google. We can work with the Google Colab. You try to work with them. Okay, I'll show you how to
Okay,
work with
sir.
the Google Colab. You can work with
Yeah,
the Google.
okay.
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 Sir, will you
Fine.
get documented material also?
We will get the documented material.
Okay.
In a format of PDF, we'll get it every day. The class notes and whatever the code, I will write it also. All that particular code will get the access through the Google Drive. Okay.
And
Fine,
these
guys.
Python libraries, who will create it, sir? Python libraries.
Open source communities. So open source communities will be there. NumPy, there is a NumPy community is there. NLT, the TensorFlow is by Google AI team. PyTorch is by the Meta. So different communities will be there. So they want to contribute something to the industry. So what they will do is they will develop some kind of an open source libraries and they will contribute it.
Okay. So Anaconda is like someone behind Anaconda.
It's an Anaconda, obviously. Anaconda is a Python distribution. I'll tell you about that Anaconda also. Before usage, I will tell you. Once again, I'll tell you how to install it and I'll tell you about Anaconda. VS Code is only just an editor, but Anaconda is going to be one platform where you can utilize all the data science related environments, data science related tools, everything we can use it on a single platform. That is what we call it as Anaconda. Before going for installation, before usage that, I will also once again give you the introduction about that. Okay.
Actually, I have installed Python, and Python is 30-40 MB and Anaconda is like 800-900 MB. So I
Yes.
was surprised of having this many libraries in one software.
Yes,
Is
yes.
like,
That
yeah.
many libraries, 8,000 plus libraries will come.
Okay, great.
This is whatever the 30 MB is there is a base system. They don't comes with libraries. Everything we have to install them and we have to use it.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever the Python 30 MB is there, no, that is only the base system. If you want to work with that, every time you have to go for pip install and we have to install that libraries. Then only it will work. All libraries won't work. Immediate base libraries also does not work. Every library we have to download and install them. But for Anaconda, no libraries are required. If you go through the documentation also, 8,000 plus, which is the libraries which are going to be ready to use, which we can use it instantly, we can use them.
Okay. And VS Code is like one of the editor and we can do it command prompt also.
Yes, you can use from command prompt also.
Okay,
because from kind of a multiple environments and all these things, if we want to work, because sometimes what we'll do is these libraries, for example, now we have a 3.13 is there. So some of the libraries may not be compatible with Python 3.13. Sometimes you require 3.10. Sometimes you require 3.12. So to set up that kind of an environment, VS Code is better case. Okay. So whenever you want to work with multiple environments like that, better to use the VS Code, because in VS Code we can define multiple environments we can define. So at a time you can work with Python 3.10, 3.13. At a time you can work with that. So that is the reason better to use VS Code in some kind of a development part.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can I use AWS EC2 instance for this?
Which one? It will be costlier then, right? You have to pay some money for that then.
Yes.
Then?
So just a question, can I use?
Yes, you can use it. You can use it, no problem. But you have to pay, right? If you use the EC2 machines, you have to pay some money for them. So better use it only whenever it is required. When you want to work with the cloud, then you can use them. So otherwise we'll have a lot of issues, right? Every time we have to upload the files to the EC2 machines. Again, there you have to create some S3 buckets and all these things. So if you want to handle that, you can do that. Otherwise, just you can handle them.
Like in some cases, I required like more number of resources.
Then you can use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Got it.
Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Today is the last demo session, as I already informed you. Yes. I'll also give my contact number also, guys. If anyone has been who joined and even already they are talking about asking about my number. So already I have shared the number earlier. So it is 80080777117. I shared it in the chat window. So make a note of this. If you have any further questions, tomorrow there is a link will changes, guys. So please, guys, if anyone who has interested to go ahead with the course, so please complete off your registration by tomorrow morning or by afternoon. Don't do it at the last minute and again messaging me saying that, sir, I done the payment, I done the registration, but they didn't get the link. So try to complete off in the first off of the tomorrow morning. If you can if you can complete it without having an issue, you will get the access to the new link, guys. Okay. And I also shared my number. If you have any further doubts before registering, so feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. Okay. So thanks.
Sir, one
Yes, yes.
last question
Yes,
actually.
Abhishek. Yes, yeah, Abhishek. Yeah.
Sir, actually, just need to know like how exactly that prompt engineering actually, I mean, important with respect to GenAI.
Yeah,
I mean, do we need to know about all the details with respect to prompt engineering also? I mean, if we go ahead with.
Obviously, no. You have to know a little bit about that also. We have to understand them. We'll discuss it, how we are giving a prompts and all these things, but it's not that much in detail it is required. If you are working with a really one high level AI systems, then prompt engineering plays an important role. But here we are developing our own a kind of an LLM models, right? So we don't require that much high level of prompt engineering is not required here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, guys. Okay, I think that's it for today. So we'll stop it here for today, guys. We'll continue tomorrow, same time, but with a new link, guys. So who has registered, please check your mails, guys. Before joining the session, we'll get an updated mail, we'll get it. So saying that these are the new links. So please join with the new link, guys. Okay. Thanks all of you for today, guys.